We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome back to These Unprecedented Gauge, your go-to podcast for all things queer, where we unpack the nuances of LGBTQ plus life in these unprecedented times.
It's been a while since
It's been
together.
a while. It's been like a month.
I know.
No, I think it's longer.
I think it's been a little bit longer than that, probably like 6 weeks.
Too many weeks.
So, and, it's Two Gays Pod have been around the world. We
really have.
I can't finish that song.
I thought you were going to go,
it.
the kisses of the sun were sweet. I didn't blink. I let them in my eyes. It goes on.
I don't know that.
You don't know that song?
What is it?
It's like the
world.
da 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 da.
Oh, I do know that
one. It's like 90s, I think.
I think so, yeah.
And it has like the Is it I will tell you without fail, like that is such a like embedded, like burned in my memory in a good way.
Isn't it like Kisses Around the Sun?
It's a core memory.
And it's one of those things like everywhere I go, it somehow surfaces because it happened in Las Vegas when we went and saw Adele. We were walking around the street performers, and I'm like, "Is this Usher?" Oh. Yeah, and then it's like it just sprinkles its way into my psyche.
But it's like you can't hear that song and not think of our struggle.
No, I just think of the joy that story brings, and how like Paul was just like, "What the fuck are you saying?" And I was like, I know exactly what he's singing. I know exactly.
If Usher only knew how special he was to us.
Yeah.
This is our confessional.
Class. Oh my God. Part 2. Wait, there's two, right?
Yeah.
Confessions part 2?
It's good to see you, boys.
So I'm Paul.
And I'm Joe.
And we're the unprecedented gays.
He hasn't said it for so long.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, remember we have a podcast?
Yes. And you know, it's like we've been around the world. It's our world tour. It's, you know,
we are bi-coastal,
we are
bi-continental,
Mr. Worldwide.
Yes,
you know.
okay, Dale.
But I'm like, okay, it's winding down, but we were able to like carve some time out so we can do our 2, maybe 3-part series. I don't know.
Yeah, same.
Paul's between trips right now.
I know. We are actually pivoting to a travel channel.
I was just going to say this
Nick
is a travel
literally
podcast.
drove from the airport to come today.
Well, I picked him up and I'm like, I'm bringing you in.
We were trying to coordinate this, and it's like, oh yeah, Paul's leaving. I'm not getting home till here, so like this is the window.
This is the window of time
this.
that we
And
have.
You know what? We made it work.
Oh, we made it
Yeah,
work.
and your mom's coming
fell
into town,
Yeah,
right?
she's. I think it's tomorrow.
No, is it Wednesday today?
It's Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, and then like the holiday weekend threw everything for a loop.
Yeah.
And like being out of the country throws you for a loop, and like just being alive throws you for a loop.
Exactly. I'd ask how your week is, but we're gonna get into that
It's
anyway.
been how's your weeks?
How's your,
exactly.
your month then?
So that means we just get straight into mouth to mouth resuscitation. So what's giving you life, Joe?
Okay, so I don't think we've.
Which part of the country?
No, I don't think we've talked about Devil Wears Prada yet, have we?
Who?
Devil Wears Prada?
Two,
the second one. So
Electric Boogaloo.
Boogaloo. A boogie. No, it's electric. Boogie, boogie, boogie. Right?
Yeah.
That's not the same song, is it?
It's not the same song.
Never mind. No, but what is giving me life is the song Runway by Lady Gaga.
And Doechii.
Because it's just like, it's like a perfect gay strut song. Like, when I'm walking with it, like, and that comes on, I'm like, I'm ready for the runway. And I'm like, I'll play it when I go down Laurel over into Balboa Park. So for those of you who don't know, in San Diego, there's this huge, like, bridge or whatever, overpass bridge that connects, like, the city to Balboa Park. And it's a long bridge thing. And, like, it's perfect to strut. But I will tell you, so I saw an interesting thing on YouTube where it was, like, a lot of songs nowadays
Bridge
are missing the bridge of music. And I was like, what? So they don't do like a chorus, verse, bridge. They just do like chorus, verse, chorus. So like they're missing the bridge of music. And it's because of TikTok and like short form content where songs are actually getting shorter.
Right, because like you have albums that weren't even an hour long, but they had like 15 songs on them.
Yes.
But things were so like 2.5
Like 2.5 minutes. Yeah, and I was thinking about it and I was like, wait a minute. And so Lady Gaga, thank God, still a songwriter. She has bridges in all of the songs that I've actually like heard recently. So
building
still a
bridges,
fan.
paving roads.
Yes. Coming together. Speaking of roads, we need to get our potholes
But did you like the movie?
I loved the movie. I loved Devil Wears Prada 2. It was great.
We didn't watch the movie yet, but we did walk by the theater when we were in London and saw where they were doing The Devil Wears Prada because it's right next to a Primark.
I went to the Primark in New York City.
Did we go to Primark?
No.
We
I
saw
did
one.
yesterday.
You went yesterday?
I forgot to take a picture.
How was it?
I mean, I could have spent some time there, but I was
These
trying not to
pants
spend
are
any money.
Primark. They were
I
$6.
knew it.
I know.
I had the matching shirt that was $4 and the matching jacket that has the double dipper up and down.
Is it a tracksuit?
It's kind of attractive. Give me hooligan vibes. So
I had to tell myself I have no room in my suitcase.
There's no room because he has a cup from every show.
You wouldn't think that would stop Paul because he'll just buy another suitcase.
I bought a suitcase at Primark.
No.
I will get into my
fair.
part of it later.
Yeah.
29 pounds.
In the next episode.
Stay tuned for the next episode.
It's
Paul's
like-
packing.
I thought he was going to go to Primark and get a tote, and he's got a full-blown bag.
Oh,
You
I mean,
know-
sometimes you need it, right?
We did that when we were traveling in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
we
we
bought another bag, like a
it
diaper
was like
bag,
a diaper bag.
but it fit all of the stuff we needed.
See?
But yeah, it's a beautiful store. I was the whole time I'm like, Paul would like this.
They had a huge celebrity
Find it. You can find a picture.
laden opening, and people could not believe that they had huge celebrities for a Primark opening in New York because it's the only one in the States right now. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it was because we walked by and I was like, "That's nice."
But I mean, what's their clearance section like though?
It's probably expensive.
The clearance section is my favorite because if I could get a whole outfit for $20,
Which you
£20,
did. 20
I mean,
pounds,
It was
10
fun.
quid.
well, no, it's partly pounds, partly euros because I bought stuff in every.
He bought a different part
I
in
have a
each
different piece
country.
in each country.
As you should.
As I should.
So
course you did.
what's giving you life?
What's giving me life is we're watching this show. It's not giving Andy life because it's actually giving him anxiety. We're watching Knife's Edge, which is a show on Apple TV, and it's about restaurants that are chasing Michelin stars.
Oh,
And it's hosted by the guy who
God.
hosts Top Jaw.
Hello.
oh, hi.
So
And he's great.
he's great. It is very it is very anxiety inducing.
Is it stressful to watch?
It is a little bit stressful. It's a lot.
And so the reason I don't like it is because it's not about making great food for people. It's trying to appease these mystery judges who are going to come in. So it's all about they're hyper focused on anyone that comes in that's acting mysterious, and they tried a new course and they couldn't care less that it was crappy. It was just I just hope there wasn't a judge in here this side.
But,
interesting.
But with that being said, they are still trying to get the food down right. They are still trying to make it interesting, but
I'll watch
is
it.
in hopes of getting a star and impressing whoever
Got
comes
it.
in.
So do they not have any idea that there's going to be a special guest coming in?
You never know.
No. So they do everything they can to kind of make sure. So they look for anybody who's dining alone. Anybody taking a lot of pictures. Anybody taking a lot of notes. Asking a lot of questions.
Which means if you're ever eating alone in a good restaurant, do that because they'll think you're a Michelin.
Oh my God, I'm
yeah,
going to do
they'll
that.
give you
I should
amazing
do that.
service.
Just take out my legal pad or
You
whatever.
know, I tend to get great service by myself when I'm in a nice
Yeah.
restaurant.
See,
Because
I
you're
do
probably
too.
nicely dressed too. I mean, you look professional
Yes.
in a lot of the cases.
And I
that's-
never want to sit at the bar. I always
Yeah.
want to sit at a table.
I
That's what
hate
tell
the
them.
bar sitting.
I don't like
need
sitting at a bar.
because I don't want to sit on a chair that does not have back support.
Well, I just don't like the bar because it tends to be very busy
Yeah.
and it's very loud, and then also it can be very crowded. And I'm like, no, I want my own table.
Yeah.
I want to spread out.
Yeah, you
I might get a
deserve it.
I might get a couple of dishes that I want to try on my own. Like, I want it all
You need
out there.
you need a seat for your bag.
See, I don't mind the bar
exactly.
if I don't have a reservation and I'm just walking into a place and it looks cute. Sorry, I'm usually on a.
Wait, you're so important. You just got back. You're so important.
I don't know why I wasn't.
It's probably words with
But
friends.
if I don't have a reservation and the only spot is the bar, I'm like, cool, I'll sit at the bar because I just want to get in and
get out.
No, I'm like,
have a
I want
thing.
to wait.
I'm with you.
I want the full
Yes.
experience.
and a comfortable
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, because it's like, because when I went to Le Diplomat, I was like, I
Fucking
wanted to
legit.
sit at the table because I also wanted to make sure I had a good view of the bread cart.
Oh, and
Yeah.
the diplomats.
right there in the middle. We haven't eaten at the little dip.
Where was that?
In
It's in
DC.
DC. It's on 14.
Yeah. So that's giving me life. I'm trying to think of something else that's giving me life too.
Being
I think
alive.
that's it. I mean, Primark always gives me life, but you know.
It was a really cool store. I just was like, if I come home with any more like a suitcase, I'd probably have to find a new place to live.
Yeah.
The store we found in Scotland was Next.
Oh.
Next is a UK.
yeah.
We'll talk
NEXT.
about it on.
Yeah, we'll
on
talk
our-
about it on our.
Oh, you are teasing the
I
listener.
know.
It's like Primark Plus.
Oh my god. I love
Yeah.
a Primark
What a-
Plus.
what a trip.
I mean, Primark's still my number one.
Okay, Queen.
Okay.
I've never been.
If you're in a Primark store, what's the music you want to be playing?
Oh.
Like what is the, or like if you had headphones in, what's
Girl
like
from
your,
Ipanema.
what's your like,
Oh, like
I'm
elevator
jiving-
music.
I'm jiving while I'm like looking at this stuff.
Like some smooth jazz
Probably
elevator
Runway.
music.
You wanna
Yeah.
feel like a
Like it's more like uppy poppy, right?
Yeah.
That's what was
Well, which is
the
funny.
vibe was definitely the vibe of that music.
Right, because it's like you've seen those videos where it's like when you're the one in charge of Google Maps and it's like you're walking down the street and then you stop and you look one way, you look the other way, and then you turn around and go back the other way you came because Google Maps has just told you had to go back that way. That was me when we were walking around on our trip because in Europe I was just like, oh no, we're supposed to go that way.
It happens.
I just don't even try. Like Nick is like, we have to go this way. I'm like, okay, sure. And he's like, oh, we're turning this way. I'm like, all right, that sounds cool. Works for me.
So anyway, okay, so
We're gonna get into it.
let's dive in head
Ooh,
first.
dive. Let's get soaking wet.
Just-
dive into the
just-
pool.
I love Pepper Mache. That is one of my favorite songs.
So let's start at the top, though. Like, big picture, over the last 6 weeks, where have you been?
Girl, where haven't we been? Well, we started. Oh, we only went to one country, Amsterdam.
No, we went to several countries while we were.
Oh my God, yeah. So we went to Amsterdam/Belgium, and then after that we went to Las Vegas.
It's
then
its own country.
After that, we were in New York for the holiday weekend. So
why not?
lots of travel.
Yeah.
Lots of travel. But we started off in Amsterdam. God, that seemed like so long ago.
Doesn't it? It seems so. It's weird.
It was only a month ago,
I know.
right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So
Hit your
Damn.
favorites. Hit your
well,
favorites.
yeah. I mean, so Amsterdam.
And I'll fill in.
Like Nick was in love with Amsterdam.
I was.
I think he looks like he would be.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, should we learn Dutch? And I was like, you're picking that over like Italian
It's a
or
hard
like
language,
Spanish,
but
like
also
Dutch.
the Dutch are so smart
And
in
hot.
what they've done, and hot. Yeah.
the Dutch.
Amsterdam.
Oh,
Amsterdam.
the Amsterdam. Yeah. So we get in.
Damn.
Our flight was like a little bit delayed from Salt Lake
Lake.
City because we laid over in Salt Lake City and then had a direct from Salt Lake.
sorry.
It wasn't bad. We lounge
Ew.
hopped. Didn't we
Did you
lounge
see
hop?
family?
No, wasn't enough time.
His
Or else
brother was like, "I'm meeting you at the airport," and I was like, "What? No."
He
Like,
knows my brother because my sister-in-law works for JetBlue. He knows how to like get a free,
just like a day pass to the
thing to go.
airport.
Oh,
past
And I'm
security.
like, no, well, I'm like,
That's
I'll
fine.
see you in July.
But also, I'm like, can you get into the airport lounge? Because if you can't, we're not going to see you.
Yeah,
the
because we
JetBlue
went.
Airport Lounge.
They don't have that.
It's like a
They
vending
have
machine.
Salt Lake has opened up this beautiful new Centurion Lounge.
Yeah, it was ginormous,
was
and we
nice.
had like a 4-hour layover. So you're walking through Salt Lake City or Salt Lake Airport just to try and like kill time. Because the layover was like way too long. Like we could have had an hour and a half layover, and
But
then
SLC is not very big.
it
It's
isn't.
huge.
Well,
It's
the
big.
one of the wings is pretty large.
It's a new airport. They demolished the old one. So
Oh, okay.
what we see now is
Oh, they must have
a
built it up.
completely new airport. So
Yeah, so we landed in Amsterdam, and then we kind of like walked
at
around.
least from when I grew up.
And the first thing was to take a quick shower and then also...
Get a stroopwafel?
No, I didn't get a stroopwafel, but I got a Belgian waffle. I had a stroopwafel every day. Because it was like my vitamins.
Well, a stroopwafel a day keeps...
the doctor away.
Yeah, there you go.
And keeps Amsterdam gay. There we go. So my thing was I wanted to have all the different types of stroopwafels because they have like the vendor like little on the side of the street ones. And my only gripe with like the fresh made stroopwafels is they're very messy.
Well,
like,
yeah.
I love the like prepackaged ones because
That's why it comes in like the nice little container.
Good God, like you get the like chocolate and then it's like oozing chocolate and the M&Ms and then it has the caramel and then it's like, okay, but I don't have a napkin.
But
and
you
like,
have the little protective paper thing.
It didn't do anything. It was not helpful. So I was
a messy
stroopwafling.
eater.
But so first day we kind of like moseyed around or whatever, and then the next day I wanted to bike because Amsterdam has bikes everywhere, right? So we rented bikes and then we biked from Amsterdam to Haarlem. And then we went...
You say it like it's New York City. It's not New York.
It's not. It's like a far away.
There's a city outside of Amsterdam called Haarlem.
Nick wants to get credit for how long he biked for.
So let me tell you.
I know. I want to show a fucking
Don't
map.
say it like it's in New York City. It's just a borough.
Seriously.
It was only 12 miles, and I was like, "We're gonna bike to Kukenhof."
Only 12 miles?
Both ways.
It wasn't uphill both ways, but it
Through
was
molasses.
It was so fucking windy.
It was 100%.
Look at there's
headwind.
Harlem with 2 A's.
Oh my God, you had head the entire time.
So we rented these bikes, and they were heavy as fuck, and they weren't e-bikes. So we were going against the wind, and by the
go
time
analog?
yes, we had to pedal.
Losers.
Yeah. So if you think of a triangle, think about like we decided that instead of doing like from one corner to the one, like you can see on the map, like if we could have just taken like the straight shot to Kukenhof down here. But we went
So
like
you went to Kugenhof by way of Haarlem.
by way of Haarlem, which was
By
like
way of bus.
going the other direction on a triangle. We went up and then over.
And it was, listen,
was
I
a
now
long
know why
fucking bike
there
ride.
are windmills everywhere. Because there's a lot of fucking wind. And the wind was horrible. So we get to Haarlem, and I'm like, Nick, we're not continuing on this bike ride.
Thank God.
We are going to lock these bikes up and take a bus.
Okay, so just for our listeners to know, for Joe to say that because he loves to fucking bike.
I love to bike.
You're a biker. You're a cyclist.
He loves that
Cyclist.
shit.
I
So-
was dead. I was like, I can't do this. Like, and I was like, I'm not like a quitter, but I'm tapping out.
But what happens because it looks like you're going in the opposite direction of Harlan?
We
so
did.
Maybe you would have gotten the wind on your back, so it would have
But
been
then
faster.
we would have had to go the opposite direction. It was like too much. So we got into Haarlem, had a cute little lunch at it was like a wiener dog cafe.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was like this little cafe
It really
of
was
like
called a Wiener Dog Cafe.
it was called something cute or whatever, but
They
it was
had
like
wiener, like schnitzel.
Yeah.
There was Wiener dogs walking around in the cafe.
Oh my god!
maybe
I
it
love
wasn't
that.
wiener dogs.
No, Dachshund.
Dachshund.
It was Dachshunds.
Yeah,
and so
it's a
they
Wiener
were
dog,
they
yeah.
were there in the
And
cafe.
they like it was like they had the dogs, and then like it was about the dog cafe,
cute.
and it was cute. So,
I
but
would
then we
love
got
Yeah.
a bus from Haarlem to Kukenhof.
Okay, playing trains and automobiles.
we figured it out while we're sitting there. I'm like, can we just take this bus?
Did they have a train system
And-
there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And were the bikes like you could just drop them off wherever you left
we
them?
locked them up, and I will tell
And
you,
then left a
there's-
note.
no, there are so many bikes.
Yeah.
There are like hundreds of thousands of bikes everywhere, and they're like just thrown all over the place.
But like, how does somebody unlock that to utilize it?
When you rent a bike standardized in Holland, in Amsterdam, or Netherlands, right? Rather, is all these bikes have these like built-in lock systems.
Yeah.
And then on top of that,
okay.
there's another chain that they gave us.
So I just
And
wrapped it around
we
a
had
tree.
2 locks. So basically, we had this little key with us and also we learned the hard way. Like, there's these systems. Again, the Dutch are smart.
There's
where
double-decker bike.
so Joe and I are
parkers,
trying to lift the bikes up onto
and
the
they're
thing.
like 50-pound bikes.
But it's an elevator kind of thing,
So
right?
we realized you could pull it out
Pull
and
it
it
out,
would
and then
angle
it-
down.
and then
Oh my god, like at Trader Joe's.
Yes.
with
Yeah,
their-
and then you could put your bike up on, and I'm
Very
like,
intuitive, very
Oh.
one person can do it. We laughed, we felt like
love
fools. We looked around and
You laughed, you cried,
Who
more
was
crying.
watching us dumb Americans figure this
there
out?
was a lot of that.
I think there's an Amazing Race episode about that.
Probably.
Yeah. I think that we need to watch more Amazing Race.
19, though.
Just
So after we did Harlem, we went to Keukenhof, which is like the tulip fields, and it was beautiful. Like
your pictures. Of that
yeah, and that's
amazing.
the thing. Like I loved how like the shared album,
here we
like
go.
you guys could see everything, and like you guys your shared album for your trip. Like that's the way to do it, because I was like, I don't feel like trying to like post things online. It's complicated and confusing.
these things pull out.
Yeah.
And then there's like an angle so that you basically put your bike on it, you ramp it up, and then you push it back up. And
Very cool.
Yeah. Everything, I feel like the public transit in Europe is so much more like efficient.
Yeah.
And so after Keukenhof, we got back via bus, and then we had to get back to Amsterdam quickly.
quick pause. Joe thought that Keukenhof was going to be like
The fields from Wicked.
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 Okay.
No, that's
we drove
that's
by
the
them.
tulip experience.
We drove by the tulip experience.
not Keukenhof.
We're not paying for the tulip experience.
And so we get to Keukenhof, and it's basically like a little amusement park of like flowers. And I'm
It
like,
was
this is cute.
gorgeous.
But I wanted
It was
the fields.
beautiful, but Joe wanted to be able to sing Wicked while running.
well,
with
and
it.
running through the
I
fields.
wanted to be a fucking munchkin.
Yeah, but it's like, how much was the tulip experience?
We could have
Probably
stopped.
cheaper than Keukenhof.
Had we biked there, we would have passed it on our bikes.
We passed it on the bus too, and I was like, "Oh, is that Keukenhof?" And I'm like, "Oh no, we're going away from it." I wanted the fields.
But the
Got
tulips
it.
only last. You timed it.
We timed it
perfectly.
It's like a month.
Perfectly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it was
It's
like,
like the cherry blossom.
barely raining. Like weather was kind of chilly, honestly.
Oh my God, Joe, that could have been you.
It could have been you, Joe.
I know. We're looking at a picture of a girl that's like really excited in the tulip fields. I wanted to be that girl. I was
Anyway.
not. So
was
after
gorgeous. I
Keukenhof,
loved
we
it.
get back, and we had to beat the rush hour traffic because the bikes are not allowed on the trains. So I was like, Nick, we're not biking back. We are
Yeah.
taking a train.
Twist my arm.
And there was like a bullet train or whatever, not a bullet train, but like a rail direct from like Harlem to Harlem to Amsterdam Central Station. And if you have to be before like 4 p.m. because at 4 to 6 you can't bring bikes on.
Right, which makes sense.
Right, and so we were able to get on the train, and then we had to get a bike pass, and they are very strict. And I thought of you, Andy, because the lady next to me didn't have a bike pass, and she got ticketed. Yeah,
Joe was living for it. I'm just like,
because
leave it
she's
alone.
sitting to the right of me, and I'm like sitting to the left of her, and the guy comes in, he's like, blah blah blah, Dutch ticket, blah blah blah, and she's like, oh, I don't have it. And he's like, I need to write you up, and like they're right here, and I'm like on my phone, like, what is happening? Oh my God.
And the guy's like crotch is right here in his face, so he's like, what are you doing?
I was like, okay, that's cool. So that was, I think, the first major thing. And then what did we do the next day?
we went up to Zanshans.
Oh, yes. Which is like the windmill.
Which was my favorite part of the
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah, when you bought your clogs, or wanted to buy
I
clogs.
almost bought them.
He was living for this place, and Nick could have spent like 2 days there.
Yeah.
He was in love with Zanchans.
Well, and there was like people talking about it. They're still working windmills, so they actually do.
Yeah.
Well, it's for tourism.
Wow.
But they, and I think we sent you guys a photo, and it was like, hello, you nice lumberjack folks. And there wasn't enough wind that day, so they couldn't actually do show us the. Anyway.
Oh.
Because they were like sawing logs or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're like, we have over, I don't know, like 1,600
Let
windmills.
me see your wood.
Yeah.
It was delightful, and we took the train, and we're like, is this the right stop? And we get off, and like everybody got off
Everyone
the train.
left, yeah.
So we're like, okay,
So you're
this
like,
is
yeah, this is the right
definitely
stop.
the right.
Yeah.
We made it to the right.
The train system is so efficient.
Yeah.
And we learned on the last day that you could tap to pay. Because we were like going to the little like vestibule and like getting the tickets. And I was like,
Oh,
my
girl,
God.
no. Europe
And
everywhere is
then
tap
we
to
didn't,
pay.
like we forgot a ticket. And I was like, maybe we can just like tap. And it was like bloop, bloop. I'm like, oh.
And not only
was
that,
so
but like after a lot of countries, after you reach a certain amount, you don't pay for the rest of the day.
Same with New York.
Oh.
For if you do it a certain time,
I think it's
7
12
days.
times a
Don't
year,
worry,
yeah.
I hit that this last week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyway.
but you have to use the same
Yeah.
card and everything.
This was really a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really cute. It was
could have stayed there longer.
We had lunch, and I had like what were the pancakes called? Pancake. I think it was like pancakes, like Dutch pancakes, and it was like a savory pancake, and it
Okay.
was like bacon. Yeah, and it It was weird because
like a
it was
crepe,
like
but it
thin.
wasn't a crepe.
It was super thin, and like the batter was kind of sweet, but it was savory. So I had like a cheesy whatever. And I had a stroopwafel naturally. Got it.
But you got one that had weird things on it. You made a weird choice that day.
I didn't think it was a weird choice.
Okay.
I mean, you could probably get fish on it, and it still wouldn't be a weird choice in Amsterdam.
But
I wasn't mad at it.
I don't know if I sent you guys a picture of it, but like there's a machine that they do. It kind of looks like it's not a pizza oven, but how they put it out on, like you make a crepe and you kind of fill it out on the thin thing, but then they would put all of the. Oh, he farted.
Baxter farted.
This wasn't me. But whoa, here it comes. But then they would put it through this,
got me.
this little machine, and it would go underneath and then kind of recook it. So it was cool, but also I was like, it was a no for me.
Yeah, it looks like it was just like this weird, like cheesy whatever. And then I got this dessert naturally.
Yeah.
I eat my way through countries via pastries.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
Which way you're supposed to do.
Absolutely. And it was, honestly, was really cool. There were like little like museum sort of things that we had, which was kind of fun.
Speaking of museum, we did end up going to Anne Frank.
And the Van Gogh Museum.
And the Van Gogh Museum.
How did you like Anne Frank?
So for both of them, we did do pro tip is if museums have like the little audio, some type of, you can listen to it. And if it's free or a little bit extra money, totally worth it. Guided tour. So we did that for Van Gogh, which was, you're walking through this art, and you could look at it and not really know what you're looking at, but to have somebody like in your ear being like, oh, and he was being psychotic right now with his friends. Yeah. So that's why he decided to cut off his ear.
It's Van Gogh. Oh. And I'm like, okay, if this woman says Van Gogh anymore, I'm going to cut off my ear.
One quick story about that is we thought we were going to see Starry Night at the museum.
No.
Come to find out, it's at MoMA in New York City.
Oh.
We can talk about that in a few minutes, but we made sure that when we went there,
when you were at the Anne Frank house, did you sign the book?
We didn't sign the book, no.
What book?
You could sign we didn't. Guest book.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
But Justin Bieber signed it.
It was really dark.
And he thought that Anne Frank would be a believer.
Oh my
if she
God.
was alive this time.
So this is going to be like really bad. I only knew of the story of Anne Frank of like the house. I didn't know she died.
Right. Didn't know she went
Spoiler alert, she died. Like in a concentration camp. I didn't know that they were captured. And so like, it was like, it's really sad. Obviously it's like a sad story and it's like really dark. And like, you're in this house that's been preserved and like, you see this tiny little space and you're like, it's like very oppressive, but you want to be like respectful and like be this, like see this history. Cause it's like, I didn't know how much historical like context, like Amsterdam had from like World War.
I also didn't know that, yeah.
I think that's what's interesting about being in like Europe. It's like, this was demolished. Like Rotterdam burned down in 15 minutes because it was bombed. And I'm like, holy fuck. Like it puts it into like perspective. Cause like I didn't do well in like world history in high school and like college because it's hard to conceptualize.
But just imagine Joe in the Anne Frank house being like vocally like, oh shit, she dies?
No, that is fake news.
It is fake, but
that is fake news.
We did talk about it a little bit.
We talked about it before we went, and I was extremely respectful of Anne Frank.
I'm really glad.
I said nothing. All I did was sweat in the house.
I do picture you being in there and being like, wait, this doesn't have a happy ending.
It was really sad. Really, really sad. But I think that it helps me appreciate like history and then just like knowing more about history. So I like that. I know obviously it was like a sad thing.
Well, and how close it was to like the city center of Amsterdam, that they were there. And the tragic part is like they were just a couple of months away from like surviving, but then they got somebody snitched on them or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So
the warehouse workers, and it was like, oh my God, like they're like literally just like trying to live. Yeah. So Anne Frank was kind of, a little dark. And then we went and did some more like city walking around. We walked, I think, 100 miles?
Almost comparable to what we'll learn about you guys in your next episode is let's compare how many miles or kilometers we walked. I was
Lots.
when you guys said what you walked, I was like, holy shit. I love that, but yeah, we ended up walking a lot. The city was
Lots of walking, lots
Very
of
walkable.
just like going on the canals. What was giving me life in Amsterdam was the tiny cars. Like these cars are like the size of like a smart car in the States, and there's so many of them everywhere, and I loved them. Like, and there were like families getting out, and I'm like,
It's like a clown car.
girl, how the like what the fuck? And, but then they're all electric, so like we had like
Woogie, woogie, woogie.
yes. So we had dinner at like a random like Italian like kebab place, and it was like because it was close to the hotel, I was hungry, and this family literally gets out of this car and plugs it into the like power outlet, and then like comes and starts working, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is what's happening. But the little cars were the best. And then I think was the next day we went to Belgium.
one of them. I mean, we were there for about a
So
week.
yeah, one of the other days was we
remember
went
the name
to
of what was the little thing that I
Bruges?
didn't love? It tasted like foie gras
There were there were these little like fried balls.
of meat, but it was like
liver?
very fatty meat.
It was like a meat. It was like fried beef stew. I forget what it was called. It starts with a D.
in Amsterdam. It's a name of like the. Here we go.
Bitterballen. There's
yeah.
no D.
Oh.
Yeah, you think that
It was really good though. I enjoyed it, but it was like when you bite into it, it's
Look at
like really
this.
soupy.
Oh yeah, I said that I hope that they eat those.
I thought bitterballen is when you slept with your exes.
yeah.
Oh,
I think that maybe because this was like the moment, like maybe
I
we
like
had a
that
little bit of
one.
like a meltdown together, and I wasn't feeling it, and it just was. They weren't great. They were disgusting.
They don't look great. They
And
look great on the outside, but not once you bite
But
in.
they're such a classic. They're the staple at all these restaurants.
They look like
They're-
arancinis. They're like
Yes,
Dutch
but
arancini.
not good.
I would have loved to have an arancini, but this was just it tasted like like that kind of bloody heart livery. I know.
and
you would have
they had a
loved them.
mustard dipping sauce. I was here for it. It was just surprising because it was like a soup wonton or like a
Okay.
soup dumpling that you don't know there's soup in it. So you take a bite and it blows up, right?
Okay.
So
Dutch
if you don't,
meatballs.
if you're not expecting
I
it to
always
be,
I try to like
that's
if I
the-
don't know what's inside of it,
Ugh.
I'm not sure what it's
That's-
gonna be like.
you just go.
I cut open
That's
on
a
a plate.
pro tip, everyone, listener.
Pro
Pro
tip.
tip. If you don't know what's inside of it, cut it up.
Yeah, there you go.
And
I
I
cut it in half.
And I want to be fair. Like I only had it at one place, and the service we had there wasn't great anyway. Like their kitchen
So
was
maybe the bitterballen might be
I will give it another
bitterballen
shot.
at a different place.
Listen, I like the bitterballen.
Maybe there's a better bitterballen.
Okay, Vitamina Benjamin.
bitter ballin'.
If there's like a better Betty makes a what isn't it like a better Betty makes a bitter batch of something, right? There's like a tongue twister, like Betty bakes a bitter batch. No?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll look that up. I am getting looks like I'm crazy.
Bring it back to us when you
Better
have
makes a bitter batch. But then we went to Bruges in Belgium.
It was great.
And this
So
is
you were
where
in Bruges?
we were in Bruges.
with
This
Colin
is-
Firth.
This is where the pro tip is: do a little research on the trains that you're taking before you take the trains.
We did okay.
Because we took the almost said Eurovision. We took the
Yeah, that's the TV show.
the Eurostar,
Eurostar.
Yeah.
and it was like a train to Paris. And so it was like, okay, you're getting off at like whatever Antwerp something.
Oh, okay.
And like we're like easy peasy, right? Like you do this, and
Then you had to change.
then you get
trains.
a
did change.
change of train or whatever. But like when we got into Antwerp, like the next train that we had was canceled.
Beautiful train station in
It was
Antwerp.
stunning.
Oh yeah, I heard Antwerp is
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
Spent the
Yeah.
night there.
Yeah,
that's
you remember
right.
Yeah, that's right.
So I mean,
Beautiful train station.
we ended up making it work, but we had to then take like local trains to Bruges, and so
We
it was
asked-
like a couple different things. Which again, it's not difficult, but like when you don't know, and by you I mean me, like any geography or like public transit, like Nick is a lifesaver because he's like, we're gonna do this, 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 and this. I'm like, perfect. Like I'm just gonna follow suit. And like we got on one of the trains, and I was like, is this the right one? He's like, I don't think this is the right one. I'm like, if we don't think it's right, let's not go on the train.
Yeah, we
so we
went on
left
and we
the
got
train,
off.
and it was going the wrong direction. So like Trust your guts.
Glad we got off.
But I'll let Nick talk about Bruges because that was like your favorite part.
It's a old movie that I absolutely love called In Bruges. It's got my boyfriend Colin Firth, but
Is it Colin Firth or Colin Farrell?
Colin Farrell, sorry. He's not my boyfriend for real, but it's just like a movie.
Obviously.
I saw it at Sundance a long time ago. It's this
Colin
weird,
Firth is very handsome.
It's this weird, quirky. Like you have to like him, but I was telling Joe about like the characters from this movie, which the way I described him is, it's Colin Farrell, and then it's Mad Eye Moody,
Yeah. And then Voldemort.
just the two of them.
and Voldemort.
Oh, okay.
So Voldemort is their boss, and so like that's how I described this to Joe.
Yeah, and I was like, this is a weird ass fucking movie.
And
so we get to Bruges.
It's a beautiful medieval city. And like beer galore. Belgium was awesome.
It was cool. Like the another walkable city. Like you had like rosé all day, and I had
And beer.
waffles galore, and
Yeah.
Belgian waffles. I will say though,
Awesome.
I had bad Belgian chocolate.
Ooh.
Oh.
Thank you.
Because, so here's the thing. I fell victim to marketing because every store said
Shocking.
best Belgian chocolate.
Oh, okay.
And it
yeah,
was
like
like-
one elf was like, "Congratulations, world's best cup of coffee."
So like, it wasn't like the best. And I'm like, okay, well, this isn't the best chocolate I've had. But we did have a really nice Belgian waffle right before we left.
Thank you.
And it was like a fresh made Belgian waffle with like ice cream and strawberries or whipped cream or whatever. It was really tasty.
We had a nice meal where they like a beef stew.
Yeah, I got, it was called like Skolotskis or something, which was like a really sweet beef stew.
And they do fries with almost every meal.
Yeah.
I had a lot of beer. If I wasn't drinking beer, I was drinking rosé. But when we were in Belgium, it was all about the beer. Even in Amsterdam, like I learned that. I mean, it's very silly to that this was like where I learned it. But I'm like, oh yeah, a lot of the beer that we drink comes from Holland and Belgium.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And like you went on that tour. I would love to do
Heineken
the
tour,
Heineken
yeah.
tour. We didn't have time for it. But even in Belgium, it's like, oh my God, I've been like some of this beer, even like Stella, even though it's kind of
Or
you
an
know,
Amstel Light, like these
Amstel
are,
Light, yeah.
there's like a big beer export.
No, I
So much
found
beer.
myself drinking a lot of cider when we were in
Oh.
Europe because it was just like there's so many different kind of cool ones there, and it's like you've got Dutch, you've got like
Scottish,
Scottish, Irish, all these kind of different like places doing, and they're doing like really cool, inventive flavor profiles.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, I really like this.
Well, and
So-
I had the best non-alcoholic beer I've ever had in my life in Amsterdam, and it was an Amsterdam local beer, and it was amazing. I have no idea what
Yeah.
it was called, but it was fantastic.
that's
And
why I
they
take
had-
pictures of everything I like.
I did take a picture, but I don't know if it's like available in the States. But like, it was just like there was a lot of food, a lot of walking, and I think Bruges was cool because it was like a time capsule. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like it was like this. That's I feel like all of Europe. It's this like preserved,
Right.
like ancient like thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But again, like what's fascinating to me is like there are some buildings that are older than the United States of America.
Right,
Like
right.
way
Yeah.
older. Like this was in 1408 and I'm like, I know we were founded in another time. Can't tell you when.
1776.
and
that one.
not to get too historical, but I started watching a lot of like nerdy stuff on YouTube, which I've learned to like YouTube because of Joe. But like learned that Bruges used to be a bigger powerhouse from a port kind of perspective. It was closer to the water. Then all of these other places ended up making it kind of obsolete. And the reason that Bruges is around today is more because of tourism and people come to have this like fun medieval feel of a city.
And it was so well, and it's funny because Nick was like, "It's romantic,"
Yeah, it's
and I was like,
romantic.
"Oh my god, like it's gonna be romantic."
No, romantic era.
and it's like gothic romantic.
Yeah.
So like we get to this, and I was like, "This doesn't feel romantic to me," and he's like, "It's so romantic," and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he's like,
Romantic era.
romantic era," and I was like, oh.
Oh.
I was like, I don't feel, because I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be like lovey-dovey.
No.
We're going to have like this loving ambiance. And I was like, this is touristy as fuck. And like, it was
very touristy.
But like, it was cool. We walked up the bell tower or whatever, which was like 300 steps.
Yeah.
Tried to kill me.
In the movie that I love, Mad Eye Moody, I can't remember his name right now. Sorry, I should look it up, but I'm eating a delicious thing. He throws himself out of this to like try to warn Colin Farrell of Snape.
Voldemort. Well, so the crazy part about all of this is when Nick is explaining this to me, he's like, it's Mad Eye Moody, Voldemort, and Colin Farrell. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And I'm like, oh, it is. And he's like, and then Voldemort did this. And I was like, what? Wait, but Voldemort did what? And he's like, no, that was Mad Eye Moody. I'm like, oh my God. Like, what?
If you haven't watched the movie, you need to watch it in Bruges.
Explaining
You really need to watch
Harry
it.
Potter characters, because they're all literally in the movie.
And you can watch it on 2X if you really want to. It's fine because anyway. It checked the box for me. It was so great. And even though it was a 3.5 hour train ride from where we were at,
long train ride. Yeah,
we spent the whole day there.
But it was fun. I think it was cool to see. Like, I think taking the day trips, because we also went to Rotterdam.
Yes.
To your guys' such an easy thing to do on like the trains, and so I forget which day it was, but we did Rotterdam, and the thing with Rotterdam was like, it is a brand new city that's super modern.
Yeah, and really cool architecture.
Yeah,
right?
and it's because it burned down in the war. I don't know, was this after we did the ghost tour?
No.
So we went to Rotterdam and then explored it, and just like walking around. There was like cube houses that we looked at and some other stuff. And then there was like the street that's like famous. I forget what it's called, but it was like, again, a quaint little like canal town.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of drawbridges that we kept encountering, like naturally, because like bridges need to pass through. But like we were about to cross over this bridge, and it was like stop, and then like the drawbridge, it's like the garbage boats are like going through to like collect stuff, and that happened a couple times with drawbridges. And so Rotterdam was really interesting in the fact that like it didn't look like Europe. Like, we get out of the train station, I'm like, are we in, like, San Francisco or New York?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it was so modern.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's because it was burned down in the war.
Not burned. It got bombed.
Bombed and then, like, lit up in flames for whatever.
Had to rebuild.
And then they had to rebuild it. So, like, I think there's only, like, one or two things that is, like, from pre-war era, and it was, like, a hospital or something. But everything else is, like, brand new building, well, new from, like, whenever the war was, 1940? Was it World War II?
When was World War II?
40s, right?
It was when it happened.
So in Amsterdam, did you do the red light district?
We did.
Yes. Okay, so we walked the red light district the first night, and it wasn't super crowded. And then we did like another walk around the other night, and it is so touristy. But the crazy thing about the red light district is all the girls are on their phones. And they're like, I wanted to see someone go in and get like rejected, or like go in and like, you know, have their time or whatever. But all the girls are like busy, like, I don't know if they're like promoting themselves on like Instagram or something, but like they were so like not all unbothered.
Of them, but a lot
They're
of them
playing
were.
words with friends.
Yeah, that's
Right.
And mind you, I think it was probably because it was so early, like 9:30, 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
which, you know,
We were out early.
to me is not that
We learned
early.
that if you work in the district, you are most likely part of the nonprofit that they're essentially like looking after each other. They have
they're protected.
they have a call button for the cops in their space. They also have a call button for like to warn people around them. So it's it sounds weird to say this, but it's a very safe environment.
Right.
And
Yeah.
For the workers.
Pro-worker.
As safe as they can make it, right?
It was really awesome to hear and learn that.
Yeah, and we learned a lot of that from Sunil, who was our ghost guide.
was not
For
a
our
ghost
like,
tour.
we signed up for like a night walk sort of thing.
Okay.
And it was supposed to be like a ghost walk. It wasn't a ghost walk, but it was kind of like
We learned about where people
historical-
like, got murdered.
Yeah, like, and about how like the H&M building was like the Nazi headquarters in Amsterdam. And I'm like, okay, that's insane. And he just loved being a tour guide, and like I just like it was cool because his excitement, I was like, that's really fascinating.
And we tried to get high and it didn't work.
Yeah,
I was
so
going to
we
ask you
did.
that too. Did you?
So
do
we
a
did some
hashish
space
bar?
brownie, and I think that we got. I don't think we got duped. I just think it's different, like because I was nervous. I'm like, I don't know about what this is going to be like, and so we go to the it's the coffee shop or the cafe. I forget.
The coffee shops are where you buy weed. The
Yes.
cafes are where you
Buy coffee.
Buy coffee.
So we went to the coffee shop, and then I was like, oh, they have a
Right,
brownie.
yeah.
I'm like, what's the milligrams? And he's like, it's 40. I'm like, that's a fucking lot of marijuana, right? He's like, it's hashish. I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. And so I'm like, I'll have a quarter. And then we're doing our walk, and I'm like, I don't really feel anything. And Nick's like, I ate the whole thing. I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, give me yours. I'm like, absolutely not. I am not going to wheel you out of this ghost tour.
I didn't feel anything.
Yeah, and so I mean, I don't know if it's since it's not regulated, I don't know how they confirm the potency or whatever. But the brownie was fine, It was
The thing
whatever.
about that I
Made
read
with Belgian chocolate.
is
Yes.
that Amsterdam is basically embraced this idea of rather than trying to regulate against it, let's just make sure that it's done as safe as possible.
Yeah.
And let's tax the hell out of it. And
They
make some
tolerate
money.
it. Yeah, they're it's not illegal. We just
Tolerate's
tolerate
the
it.
right way,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what the Sunil, our best tour guide, was saying.
And it was great. It was brilliant. That was the only time we tried that, and I was bummed out because I'm like, I can do
But
this at
also,
home.
I'm kind of glad because I don't want to wander the streets of Amsterdam blazed out on
That's what I did.
marijuana.
I was hoping we could walk the red light district. Me being like,
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I think that was kind of everything. in
Was there
Amsterdam,
a gay bar involved?
Yeah, there were a ton.
Queen's Head was my favorite. We went twice. Well, we went twice. Joe and I went one of the first nights.
You went twice. I
It was a delightful thing, and then I was like, I want to see this drag show. Joe
on
stayed
our
in,
last night, and I was like, I'm going to bed.
and I went out. It was fun.
And then we flew back, and yeah, I think Amsterdam is very gay friendly, and
Very good.
it's nice to be able to just walk around, you know what I mean, and feel safe, because there's obviously other cities that are not as gay friendly, and so there were rainbow flags everywhere, there were sex shops everywhere, there were gay everything, and it was super super nice to have just that comfort
That
for
Sunil
travel.
guy, what did he say? He was like, "This is I have a bunch of gay friends, but it doesn't really matter." Or he said something that was like, "Here in Amsterdam, we just we don't very." I don't know. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, something along the lines of we don't care who you love, we support everyone. He's like, if you're gay, that doesn't mean anything. It's just we're all friends here.
It was great.
Which it's lovely, right? Because it's not common in the United States, and so having that, I was like, wow, this is really lovely.
You forgot to say the best part of the trip, which is Joe almost had to sit on a pee seat the whole time.
Oh, on the flight going, the seat was a little wet, and I think it was pee.
It was pee.
And so I had a couple blankets to sit on, thankfully.
I was hoping he would get upgraded to first class, but his seat had pee.
There was
Anyway,
no way. It was a full
lovely.
flight, yeah.
I would love to go back.
It was a European flight.
Yeah,
There's
for real.
There's a nonstop from San Diego
KLM,
to Amsterdam. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, how often can we go back?
You would go back though.
Yes.
I would go back. I would live there.
Yeah. It's very expensive.
The Dutch, they speak this. What I've found in the places that we've traveled so far is that English ends up being the language that people that don't that maybe they speak different languages. They all learned English growing up.
Yeah.
Right.
So English becomes the common language.
Yeah.
Selfishly, it's great for.
And their language,
Dumb
their
Americans.
English is perfect.
Yeah.
Right. They're speaking English, and I'm like, oh my God, you speak English better than me.
It made me feel just a little less guilty that I didn't know how to speak Dutch. But then you learn. It's like, oh no, we learn English because we live in Europe and everybody speaks a lot of different languages.
Yeah,
so
there's a lot of languages.
we learn English so that we can all communicate with each other.
Although many of the people I've met that were polyglots that could speak 5, 6, 7
Yeah.
languages were Belgian, Dutch,
Yeah.
and German because they seem.
I would love to
They're
be a
so
polyglot.
close to other countries that they kind of have to.
I also think the other thing that we need to touch on is Nick kind of has an accent of when we go places. So when we were in France, he'd be like, bonsoir, and a little exaggerated. So
drunk the
on
whole
this
time,
one,
okay? He was drunk the whole time.
The Dutch are hello, very Sven and Frozen. And so Nick would we'd walk in place and he'd be like, hello. And so I started making fun of him for it. And then I started, I'm like,
You started
hello.
doing it.
And I'm like, oh my God. Because the way that he said, like, you have to do it.
No.
And like, it would just be like, every time we walk in, he'd be like, hello. And I'm like, hello. So, yeah.
When you guys are saying it, I'm just thinking of Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh my God. Yes.
Hello, dears.
Yes. Almost. Yeah.
It was a great trip. I can't wait to go back. Hopefully sometime.
Yeah, I definitely recommend Amsterdam.
Was it warm enough, or was it cold?
We needed jackets. It was pretty nippy. I think it was like 50s.
Yeah.
But then there was one day where it was beautiful and sunny. It was like spotted showers a little bit, but not really. For just a couple, maybe.
Our hotel
days.
also had like access to a canal boat
Guide.
and it was fun to be with him.
Oh yeah, Tony was hot.
Yeah.
Tony was a hot man, and he was like all about like gay rights, and I was like, Tony, yes please.
He was also like, Joe, I'm married with a lady, please leave me alone.
Well, he had kids, because that's where I was like, this is beautiful, because he's like, I have 2 young ones, and I teach them, I'm teaching them the difference between lust and love, because you need to learn what lust is so that you can fall in love. And he's like, here in Amsterdam, we don't care who you fall in love with, because we appreciate and respect everybody, and gay people, trans people, whatever color you are, no matter what your religion are, you're accepted and welcome here. And I was like, Tony, I love you. It was amazing.
It was a great trip.
Yeah. So then we got back and quickly pivoted to go to Las Vegas for a quick trip, because Nick wanted to see No Doubt, and I tagged along. With Val.
At
the Sphere. So, okay, the Sphere is fantastic. Like,
It was
don't
really
know
cool.
a lot of the music for No Doubt. Nick was living his life and getting all of the things.
How do you not know?
I know, like,
Bathwater, Spiderweb, Sunday Morning.
He knew
I
Don't
knew,
Speak.
Hey, baby, don't speak, and then I'm a girl, or whatever.
I'm
Just a girl.
Yeah.
I don't know a single thing you just
But
said.
what I want to say is that the Sphere, like, I didn't know the music, but they had basically like TV playing the whole time. So if I didn't know it was the music, I just watched the TV.
Okay.
So it worked really well.
You didn't watch the TV, you watched the dome.
It's
So, like,
immersive.
huge.
How
It is
long
huge.
was No Doubt playing at the Sphere for? What was their residency for?
I think it's just a couple of months.
I think
Okay.
2 months or so.
Yeah.
And
then-
again, they did a good job setting it up.
It's been a mix of the Eagles, and No Doubt, and then also like the Wizard of Oz plays. So there's like a sprinkling of.
Yeah.
We're still waiting to hear from Spice Girls.
Yeah. But the Sphere was cool. It's a little disorienting. Like, I almost had like vertigo, or
Yeah.
like I was like, whoa, my eyes are like weird, and like we were like sitting on like the second rafter or whatever. So like the next morning, I was like, my neck is killing me, because I was like,
What about your back?
I'm at my pussy and my crack, all of it.
So like, did they only do No Doubt stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they didn't do any Gwen Stefani solo
No.
stuff? Okay.
And
How did you feel about seeing Gwen Stefani?
Here's my thing.
What's your thing, girl?
I am a kid of the 90s, right? Like, No Doubt was in my house all the time. I've still...
They were?
Yeah.
He's an avid
In your
No
house?
Doubt
They were
fan.
playing in your house?
As much
Gwen
as
was
they were there. They were there. I mean, they came
In
from Orange
Utah?
County. No, but like I've been a huge No Doubt fan my whole life. I don't really.
Well, you are just a girl.
I know.
Not yet a woman.
And I that's a different artist.
It's fine.
I know that, I'm not gonna apologize for anything that she has done or said or whatever. I think that I've just kind of out of the whatever she's said or not said, to compartmentalize that, like, this was just like the OG band, and it had nothing. They didn't talk politics. They didn't talk anything. It was just them singing and talking about like the history of the band, which was cool, really fun.
Yeah, I saw they had like little vignettes out in like the lobby area of like their like.
They had a whole place
like an
built out.
County thing
it was their old house that they one of their houses in Orange County.
Yeah,
and then like a lot of their old like stuff. And so to kind of
was interesting
to go back, I actually had to do a little. I'm not gonna. And this might be for another episode, but I'm still trying to like actually pin down some of the nonsense that is like new age, nuevo, whatever, like neo Gwen Stefani with her like Life with Blake Shelton. It's probably terrible. It's probably problematic. But I was like, I'm not thinking about that. I'm just living in this like 90s, no doubt, where living in Tucson and having like my older brother and my older sister playing No Doubt, and it was everything. And I'm singing along to all the songs. Joe's like, I only know all this music.
I knew Don't Speak. And my thing with No Doubt is like, I knew Gwen Stefani music, like Love Angel Music Baby, like Holla Back Girl.
And
like,
they didn't play any of that.
And I was like, if that were the concert, I would have known all of it. Thank you.
So, how was the audio? The quality?
It was great.
It was good.
So
the acoustics
good.
are incredible.
And not to get too technical, but like the thing that I really loved and appreciated is like you're going for the music, but also like kind of the show. To Joe's point.
Yeah.
And so they've got several live cameras that are on each of. They've got one that's just like the band, and then one on each of the band members, and then they feed it into
the sphere,
sort of this other stuff that's playing, so that you get like whatever they've created, but then like a box that's like maybe Gwen Stefani or whatever the drummer, I can't remember the drummer's
That's like
name.
the size of a small house.
Yeah,
that little
And
box.
it was just, and, you know, and you're watching it, and you're kind of like, whoa.
Well, I'm also like surprised that because they're old now. Let's be real. Let's be real. They're old. So how do they keep up the stamina for that kind of show?
They take breaks.
Cocaine.
Their stuff is like hardcore.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm thinking there might have been a little lip syncing.
No, I don't think there was.
I think there was.
Okay.
I absolutely think
I
there
mean,
wasn't.
maybe because like Sunday Morning has some parts in there where probably
I think that
can't
she does
hit
a
those
thing where
anymore.
like I'm gonna just like have you all sing it.
She's doing a Justin Timberlake.
Because the band, the band,
Your turn.
The band doesn't
No,
do
it's
a
your
lot
turn.
of vocals other than maybe some like back end filler, and yeah, so maybe they had a little bit of filler. But the thing is live, and so like they couldn't. We're gonna fight about this because I think it was as live as it could have been.
No, I think that there is sprinkling of recorded music in any concert.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
yeah, especially because
If they have a DAT track,
this-
it's, you
because
know.
the stuff they're playing, that they have to make sure they're playing live to the. So there's definitely some type of click track in the.
Right.
What I wanted to happen was the only song I know is really like Hey Baby, and like I only remember like it's Bounty Killer with No Doubt, and I was like, is Bounty Killer gonna come and be featured? And like I said that, and Val was like, what? And I was like, isn't that the song? Like, because he's had like a feature on the radio.
All I could think about was like, who else would do a great show here? And
Spice
so I'm
Girls.
like,
Spice
I
Girls.
wish we could have seen Backstreet Boys now because I just think it would have been
Backstreet Boys would've been
incredible.
fun, yeah.
My cousin and her mom, and I guess my aunt, they went to the Eagles, and
I imagine that would be a
and
great one.
They were showing
Right.
me a couple of like some of the videos that they had, and they were just like from the experience. If you love the Eagles, you've been a fan, but like some of the same stuff that they were using the
See,
sphere
that would
for.
be your experience of nostalgia and remembering
Yeah.
that would be Eagles.
You know what I think would probably put on a really good show there, but they probably wouldn't do it anyway because I don't think that all of them are alive anyway.
Barney.
Pink Floyd.
Oh,
Pink Floyd would be fantastic.
Doing just the wall.
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen would
I'd
be
go see
great.
there.
Yeah, it was like that's like who's going to play the Sphere now? It's like does Celine play the Sphere?
no, I don't
No,
think
she's
she
got a
should.
residency in
Well,
Paris
she's in
now.
Paris.
I know, I wanted to go so bad, but
We should
can't.
segue a little bit into that, but I want to say one last thing about Vegas.
I am
But
Sunny.
we'll bring up Celine anyway because she's coming up.
Shall we go for it?
We stayed in the Palazzo like, with points because I don't think we could afford it if we were staying there regularly.
No.
It was a great experience.
Yep.
I mastered how to play craps, so if anyone wants to go with me to Vegas, we're playing craps.
I was concerned I needed to take him to the group.
made some money.
Gamblers Anonymous, because he's like, I gotta play the table. I gotta go. It's hot. We gotta. The puck is on, and I was
I
like,
didn't say it's hot at all.
he did. He did. He's like, I'm up, and I'm like, but are you down?
All of a sudden he's got armbands and a green
and
visor.
glasses and sunglasses. Oh my god!
I was down on the sluts.
Well, and so we
But I
also
was up on the craps.
We also saw the Cirque du Soleil show,
Yeah.
Right.
And so we went to like the little THC
Did Val go
place.
see that with you guys?
No,
No.
So, but like Nick had a like 25 milligram seltzer, And so, like, by the time we were in
THC.
Cirque du Soleil, like, I think he was in a different world. Because I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. The acrobatics, like the majestic, like the hot men. Like we were, like, I could tell the religion we were that close.
There was too much going on. I didn't have a storyline. It's just weird carnival shit.
And hot men.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was amazing because they like dive in the water and they don't come back.
I'm like, where am I supposed to watch? The hot men in the front, the hot men in the back, the people in the
All
water.
of them.
The dancer over here, this
It was
clown
amazing.
character coming down.
Yes.
It was too much for me.
And then the hot divers. Ooh.
But they have to have it because it's such a large space.
Yeah, beautiful space. And not to diss on it, there's so much talent. I'm like, wow, these people are incredible. Mm-hmm. And just like doing the water stuff alone, where like they come out.
You were doing water sports?
Yeah, water sports.
Where like all
I
of a sudden
learned that in Amsterdam.
well, and you know how like from a technical perspective, how like they bring it up so like the water's gone and now they're like doing things, but then all of a sudden they move it back and then there's
like people coming in
it.
and it's insane. Like it was super cool.
It
was a life thing, like a bucket list thing that I wanted to see, and now I did it.
I ate my popcorn.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Tugger family. We're going to put a pause in our story and pick it up again next week. This episode had so many things to talk about, we had to break it into 2 parts. So see you next week for more on Nick and Joe's adventure.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to These Unprecedented Gays. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and join us next time as we continue exploring the ever-changing landscape of queer life. Until then, stay proud, stay fierce, and stay unprecedented.